is a simple answer. We want to see people saved from eternal punishment. Eternal punishment. Punishment that never ends. Conscious existence, conscious life in a body resurrected and suited for everlasting punishment.
Because they have a version of hell that's suited more for Dante's Inferno than it is for the Scriptures, or for media, or for even evangelical preaching. We have this idea that there's all these people in hell, and they're all sorry for what they did, and they all want to run away from their sin. And if they just had one more chance to bow before the feet of Christ, they would do it. That is not the case, and I learned that from Romans 1. They have been totally and completely turned over to their own lust and their own evil. And if God were to condescend and stand in hell and throw open the doors of hell and tell everyone in there, come out, acknowledge me as God, and come out, oh, they'd run to the door. They would run to the door, and they would slam it shut, and they would say, we would rather rot in hell than stand in the presence of your righteousness.
And we've been discovering that this good news is essentially the account of what God has done for us in the Lord Jesus Christ in order to save us from sin and from the devil and from hell. The mention of hell, of course, is immediately tied to the passage that we've just read. And in this passage we discover Jesus telling his listeners that sin is serious and hell is real. And the gravity which attaches to the words of Jesus is more than matched by the levity which characterizes our contemporary culture's view of such ideas. The idea of man's problem, the problem of humanity, being somehow to do with his sinful propensities, is at war with contemporary philosophy. And along with that, the idea that there would ever be a judgment, that there would ever be a time when God would execute his holy justice upon the rebellion of man, is also regarded as being just too bizarre, too middle-aged, too dark ages ever to have any relevance whatsoever. And so we live in a culture that has grown accustomed to toying with sin and trivializing any notion of hell.
Choose your sin over God's salvation. He gives you the desires of your heart, but the desire of your heart means you're removed from Him. Hell is letting you see the just wrath of a holy God forever. Hades, the place of incarceration, is going to be dumped into the middle of a lake, but the lake will not be surrounded with water, it will be surrounded with fire. So even if you could break out of Hades, there's no place to go, because the lake is aflame. So you are forever trapped in a place you can't escape from, unless you escape now. Unless you escape now.